Yeah, it's green on the other side. If you want another bride, saying that you got it tight, something that you'll never find. Yeah, another life, you gon' want another try, something like the other night, looking for another high. Yeah, expensive taste like a movie. Eyes only looking for the beauty. They don't wanna go, they know me. Maybe missing out an opportunity. Need a Uber X, try to pick you up on the way. Oh, insecurities gon' make it hard for you to lay low. Switch yourself for someone else, you do it if they say so. Act it like you haven't seen you rolling with the halo. Yeah, it said it's not on me. I know what I want, I'm just waiting for my calling. Yeah, you got a longing to make it with somebody, but lately you been stalling. Oh, lately you been stalling. Yeah, it's green on the other side. If you want another bride, saying that you got it tight, something that you'll never find. Yeah, another life, you gon' want another try, something like the other night, looking for another high. Yeah, expensive taste like a movie. Eyes only looking for the beauty. They don't wanna go, they know me. Maybe missing out an opportunity. Yeah, the right one. Waiting for the right one. But you won't ever find one. Cause you're looking at the wrong ones. Passed up on the one to give you everything. Passed on the one to give you everything you need. Passed up cause you didn't see it on the screen, on the TV. Yeah, it's green on the other side. If you want another bride, saying that you got it tight, something that you'll never find. Yeah, another life, you gon' want another try, something like the other night, looking for another high. Yeah, expensive taste like a movie. Eyes only looking for the beauty. They don't wanna go, they know me. Maybe missing out an opportunity. I've been trying to.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's matchup between Afterimage and Locally Hated. My name is Quantum Deathcat here with Momo for Crossfire Season 3. How are you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great. It's a lot of fun. First time being on Crossfire, and I get to spend this time with you. So, I mean, what's there not to be excited about?
Hey, listen, we have a very good matchup ahead of us. That's what's to be excited about. You have yourself Locally Hated, a very good team, all things considered, and a very surprising team coming in here from Afterimage. You might not necessarily expect them to do too much in this day and age because all their open 9-10 team, right? But look at their stats. You look at how good they've been playing against the other teams, and you might think twice.
Yeah, sneaky good, some would say, for sure, with this After Image squad.
Afterimage is like a sneaky golem in the pocket. You know, they you just don't expect them whatsoever to come in through, and then suddenly, pow!
No,
That's exactly what you expect out of them.
that
That's what
is
I.
exactly right. If do not sleep on this After Image team.
for those who for those who don't understand, play Clash Royale and you'll understand within like the first hour of playing it. You will love it. You will love a sneaky golem in the pocket.
I was not expecting the Clash Royale pull from you, but I'm glad that you went there.
Listen, it makes sense. It makes sense. It
It
makes
makes sense.
sense.
It makes perfect sense, actually.
Right? I've seen all 7 of his other cards. Where is his 8th?
Where's his, what's he hiding? Oh,
What's he hiding? Oh, it's the Afterimage squad. Wait, like I'm looking at their stats. I'm like, are they sandbagging? They're like a 9-10 team. It's like they're good though. That's the problem. They're actually really good. And what will make this even better for them is the veto, right? If they have a really good veto here up against uh, locally hated squad, I think they're going to be very happy. Now, I did say Dust to Mirage Inferno would probably be the best case scenario. After Image has already banned Nuke, which is locally hated's best map, and Inferno was actually banned by locally hated. So we'll see what comes through. We might get Dust to Mirage and Overpass and or Train. If it goes to Train, this is probably locally hated. They really love a good train. If it goes the other way, let's say it goes to Overpass, it might be a coin flip, honestly, all things considered.
yeah. I wasn't actually expecting the overpass at all. We did talk about how the Dust 2 just went. But
Mm,
Dust 2, Mirage, and Inferno would have been the best for After Image in our mind.
yeah.
We talked about how Train was probably going to be a permaban, and the fact that it's still sitting there. Curious if this team has been practicing, sneaky golem. Maybe they're trying to bait locally hated into a train pick, which would be insane.
Sneaky train in the decider match.
Just you fell for it.
They fell for it. They fell for the trap. But yeah,
But
it is very possible, right? That they feel comfortable enough to play the map. You look at what they've been playing, and I've been saying Dust to Mirage, right? Those were
mhm.
their 2 best maps. There is a very good chance that they took out something very specifically for this matchup against locally hated here. They've been playing uh in this tournament for a little bit now. They played last week and they won. They could do it again. There's nothing wrong with that. Who was it? Was it Rain Above? I believe that
Yes,
they won against. So they won against Rain Above. Rain Above. Not saying that they're better than locally hated, but locally hated just as well as Rain Above is a fairly strong team. So if they can take down one fairly strong team, I'm sure they can do another.
yeah, locally hated and Rain Above are just like right there next to each other. I'm not going to put one above the other, but I mean, usually you see the teams that are maybe the underdog, which it is going to be an overpass, I believe. But
Hmm.
the teams that are usually the underdogs, they do more prep, they study more, and they really want to show out on these maps. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is something sneaky for After Image that they're ready to show tonight.
Well, I did say that Ancient was also a map that they'd be pretty decent on, but we weren't sure if locally hated actually would play the map. They banned Inferno and they banned Dust too. They did not want to play on After Image's best maps Instead, they left what seems to be their permaban pretty much open here. They picked it to overpass. They allowed Afterimage to pick into Mirage, which is a map that locally hated is very much so reliant on. They are very happy to play that as well. But Ancient is a interesting map, and if it goes to that map, we might see a very nice upset once again here from the side of Afterimage.
Yeah, I mean, really, the only thing I don't like is overpass first. If you're not comfortable on this map, it's easy to lose confidence fast whenever you're playing a team that is just stomping. I'm not saying locally hated is gonna stomp, but a team that gets going quick, it's hard to rebuild that confidence, especially in a map like Mirage where it's a lot of aim duels, a lot of fights like that are in the open.
He honestly, like, when it comes to T side overpass as well, right? I think that's the big problem with picking into overpass that you're going to start on the T side, right? There's no doubt in my mind. There might be a chance you pick Dust 2, right? And you maybe start on the CT side, right?
Right.
Because it's pretty equal, right? Same thing with Ancient. You can decide to start on the T side, especially in Europe. I'm actually seeing that a lot more now. Over in North America, it's more CT sided, but in Europe, it's very T sided, surprisingly. So some teams actually decide to start on T side when they get picked into Ancient. So, uh, yeah, you pick it to Ancient. Sometimes you start on CT side. Who knew, right? But when it comes to overpass, you're never seeing that. You are never starting on CT side when you
No.
pick the map. So you got to be comfortable playing the T side. And that I think is the biggest priority here. If you pick it to overpass and you don't win 4 rounds on your T side, you're essentially toast.
You are toast. So, big steps, big keys, I would say, for Afterimage. Number one, convert your pistol rounds. Pistol rounds are going to be huge. You got to get the ball rolling early, and then play a little chaotic, play a little crazy. Maybe throw something that locally hated just isn't ready for. This is their map pick, but maybe you can catch them off guard, maybe for 1 or 2 rounds.
Don't play predictable, right?
Right.
Don't play in a way that locally hated is just going to understand in within 3 rounds, and then you do the same thing over and over again. You get picked off round after round after round, and at that point, if that happens, you're going to start to tilt, and it's going to get even worse, right? The problem compounds itself. So you definitely want to be in a strong situation. You don't want to be predictable.
Right. And I guess on the other side of the coin, locally hated, I would say, I mean, this is their map pick. Play your game at your own pace. Don't we talk about the trap team. Don't walk into the trap. If you see the trap, turn around. It's just avoid it.
It is a tough one to swallow, right? Because you could know that you're in a trap, but you could also be lost in the mental thought of these guys are nothing, right?
Yeah.
Especially if these guys have a bit of ego to them, which let's be real here, we're in North America, so ego. Uh, hell, I'm face at level 1. I've got the biggest ego you could ever find.
Which is
Uh,
crazy.
oh, this guy has 10 less MMR than me. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Is that possible? Does I thought after the 10 MMR it goes face at level 2. But yes, everyone on locally hated is ranked. I'm sure they all have wonderful egos. They're all wonderful people. But I'm sure some of them are like, oh, who are we playing today? Oh, a 9-10 team? All right, well, I'm just going to watch some house videos on YouTube. Stuff like that, you
Yeah,
know?
I'm gonna have YouTube on the other monitor, right? I'm gonna turn off the in-game sound, just have music playing.
They're
I
going to
don't
be
know. You're gonna
chatting.
hear have the dogs be barking for 2 hours straight and not be able to hear anything. It's great. The amount of excuses you can come up with
Oh, yeah.
uh, if you lose this, if you're locally hated, is hilarious.
Hey,
But with that being said, uh, like they are favorites to win, right? Locally hated are the favorites, just like Reign Above were favorites against Afterimage. In this case, locally hated are doubly so, I would say. But Afterimage, they beat Reign Above. They could easily beat locally hated here as
right. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's going to be a fun map, especially Mirage. I'm really interested to see what Afterimage does on this map pick and how they're going to adjust to it. But on Mirage, where both teams are comfortable, I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. I think this could come down to whether or not they can play an overpass on the CT side. Like I said, locally hated, they need to win at least 14 rounds on their T side, the on a map that they picked on. If they lose the first half 10-2, I don't see them winning this. So it comes down to whether or not Afterimage has a good CT side. If they have a strong CT side where they can actually prove to be a fair match to locally hated or even best them at their own game here, then that's going to be very scary for the prospects of locally hated onto Mirage. But a 10-2 lead is nearly insurmountable. It's very rarely a comeback situation in any circumstances on any map. And I mean, what even though Overpass is the most CT sided map, you have to think it's a lot harder to come back down 10-2 mentally.
Yes. Yeah, and then especially whenever you go over, because again, pistol rounds could be 50-50, and you lose that pistol round down 10-2, then you're down 11-2, and your
Oh,
economy is
it's
just
over.
all messed up. Yeah, so it's a lot of you're relying on chance if you go down by that much. Even if you go down 9-3, it's a lot to ask for to come back from that. More manageable, a lot more manageable. But yeah, no, I agree. After Image needs to get started early in this one.
Like I'm saying, it's over, right? But it's not really. You need to be strong mentally. You need to call timeouts at the right time if you need them, right? You just look at the games that we saw today for the major, right? And Falcons were up 11-5 against Spirit on map 2, on
Yeah,
Dust 2. And you're sad about it. I
I'm
cheered
so
when they
sad.
went to overtime. I was
Mm,
out of my chair being the hate watcher phenomenon I am. I enjoyed every moment of Falcons burning money into thin air in front of everyone.
it's
Listen, every second that ticked down, like dollars were being burnt up,
just
and
each
it
round
was
that came back,
hilarious. Each
thousands,
round that
hundreds of
came back,
thousands.
you're up 11-5. This should be easy peasy. You won the first half 7-5. This should have been over. What do you mean they're coming back? What do you mean they're coming back? Why can't you do anything? Where has all your mojo gone?
Yeah,
Could
uh,
money only win you 11 rounds?
that's what happens whenever you sign the heroic and ends core, though. So one superstar away. And hey, we talked about the excuses for locally hated. They lose this, maybe they're just one superstar away.
Maybe they are. Listen, they could be one superstar away. I mean, there's still Tessus and Kixan on that team. Kixan's a great IGL, all things considered. I will never diss on Kixan. He is
I will.
honestly the only thing he hasn't done is win, and that's is that even a fault of the team around him, right? Is it really his fault that this team hasn't won yet?
Yes,
Tessus is not bad either, right?
yes,
He's
he
not
is.
a superstar name, but you can't say Tessus is bad.
I just did. I
Tessus
just did.
Tessus has been on a top 10 team for the last 5 years. How can you say he's bad?
Oh, it's very easy. So you watch him play Nuke, and then you call him bad. Same with Kixan, actually. It's very easy. Nico IGL. Get rid of those two.
Nico
It's
IG. Okay, yeah, Nico IGL.
Nico IGL.
He,
Bring in Hunter because I want the vibes back. I want the.
wait, why would Nico IGL if you bring back?
Hunter can go back and do it. Hunter can just come for the vibes. Hunter can
all
coach
right,
for all I care. Get Zonic out of there too.
all right. Who's
And
your
then,
fifth?
hold on. You know what? Heavy God. We mold the G2 into Falcons. So it's just G2 again.
You know, like I was thinking of, oh, what could 100 Thieves be right before they went out and signed, what you call it, Device.
Mhm.
And in my head, I was like, all right, what if they just signed the entire G2 roster minus Hunter, and it'd just be G2 with Rain as IGL rather than Hunter.
Oh,
And I in my head, I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
that would
Actually, that
suck.
sounds really good.
No, Hunter's such a good IGL. What?
I mean, he's decent,
He's
but
good.
like
You're
it's more
saying
so the fragging
Kicksan's good.
ability.
Hunter's better. Well, we're gonna have a talk about this.
What game are you watching? Are you?
Dude,
I don't
look,
know what game you're watching. My
a
Goat
big
Rain that would not be worse than Hunter.
man. You would be. I'm taking Hunter over Rain 9 out of 10
You're taking
times.
Hunter over.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am. And as long hold on. I'm taking Hunter and Nico over Rain, all right? Hunter without
All right.
Nico is just sad. It just
That
makes me
is true.
sad.
That is true. You would love a good old family reunion
I would.
over there. I would also love a family reunion for two Swedish twins as well, Susp and Adam B. Bring them both together again, right? Yeah, that'd be a great thing. Now that especially that Susp is now free from his wildcard contract, and I believe Adam B, sorry, is where is he now? Is he on OG?
I don't want to say something wrong.
I'm happy to say something wrong and then be corrected, but
well, yeah, you've been talking this nonsense about Rain.
he is on
Hunter
OG.
for a
He is on
while.
OG.
He is okay.
He is on OG, and like they just brought in Famas. I don't know. Maybe you bring in Sus.
Me.
Who knows? Who knows? The end of the loan for Flamus, and you bring in Amonby's brother. Who knows? It'd be a great family reunion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started here for Locally Hated versus Afterimage. We've been talking nonstop, talking nonsense. Let's see how nonsensical this game is as we head into Overpass. As the opening pick here for Locally Hated, they chose into this Lula, Weeza, FX Saber, and Taggy up against Koa, Stoned Rage, Cobra, and Maestro.
And we are gonna pause. Just classic Counter-Strike things, but we get to get all the cinematic shots now. I mean, this team looks ready to go.
Listen, we see this a lot in South America. I don't think you cast a lot of South America, right? But
No.
South America has a lot of these tech timeouts, right at the beginning of games. Sometimes they last half an hour. It's hilarious. And it lasts so long. You don't know when it's going to end, but luckily for us, it's already ended. We're into the game now for the first round of this first game between Locally Hated and Afterimage. And already we're looking strong up towards the playground on the side of Locally Hated. They are going to be pushing this. Meantime, Afterimage, they've got only one player in bathrooms. Cobra going back up connector. Maestro's not going to see a thing. They're going to hear it. Oh, he's definitely hearing it now. Luckily, everyone's in the connector, in up close.
Ooh.
Cobra just missing his shot. So does Ethics, though. They're waiting for a push out. On both sides. Both teams are waiting for someone to make the first move. And it's going to be Locally Hated who get the first three. Down into a 4v2 now on the side of Afterimage. They've only got two players left, and they are both behind the smoke in the bottom of connector. And they've left to go towards the B side as the bomb gets planted. This is an impossible retake. No kit. Oh, goodness gracious.
No, this is not what you want to see to start this off, but maybe some heroics can be put in play here. Haggy and Bank looking to see what he can find. Sees at least one player's on stairs. They know the other one's on site. They have both these players located. Disown gets Taggy. Boa gets Weeza. This is interesting now.
15 seconds left, and he's just gonna stick it. They're gonna get the kills, and they're gonna get the defuse through. An impossible 2v4 retake comes in through for Afterimage. They knew where they were coming from, and yet they still missed the shots. They got all the kills through bathrooms, and yet the round still goes down the toilet.
That is insane. The fact that Afterimage can come back from that. I mean, we want to talk about how Overpass, they're looking at adversity. I mean, that round was all adversity. Afterimage had no business winning that round, yet the 2v4, they were able to convert it.
What an incredible retake of the A bomb site from the two Afterimage players. And now they're up, and they did the one key thing you said, to get those pistol rounds any way you can. That's exactly what they've done here with a terrific start.
And I mean, that is just punching Locally Hated in the stomach early. They thought that it was going to be a stomping. They got the 2 kills in bathroom. 3A bomb site. and they somehow lose a round like that. That stuns you at least for a little bit.
I did talk about egos, right? And they took those fights knowing full well that there was 20 seconds left. They did not need to take the fights whatsoever, especially once it turned into a 2-on-2. Hey, hide away, let them tap the bomb, and then take it. Well, they never even allowed for that. The A bomb site, once again, is taken, but very passive positions here from the side of Afterimage, just waiting for a retake. They are more than comfortable to do so in the 5-on-3, turn 5-on-2. They were getting the one and only kill in this round for the side of Locally Hated. Afterimage have 4 survive, and they're going to pick up the guns as well. Look at this. It's going to be terrific for the side of Afterimage.
And I'd usually be nervous in a situation where you just kind of give that bomb, but Afterimage did such a good job of just playing together. Nobody went down to claim the bomb site, really. So they were able just to regroup and retake as a team. If they can do it with 2, surely they can do it with 5 like they just did.
Now they're going to have another force on the side of Locally Hated. Are we sure about this? This is interesting. That's interesting. Normally this is a save here, and you get yourself a full in the next after forcing in round number 2, but you get another force in round number 3.
This is really interesting by Rage.
Close. Doesn't spot the players in Alula. Spots the player inside the smoke, and they know he's there. Taggy will get the kill on the Rage. Picks up the M4, but doesn't get Boa right away. Boa traded out, and now Locally 4-on-3 advantage.
Yeah, nice advantage for Locally Hated. Really interesting play to push through that smoke, especially whenever you kind of think this team is on pistols. An M4A1, you do not want to be giving those close range fights whenever you suspect that you're going against, at worst, Tech 9s, but got dinked in the smoke by a Mac 10. Locally Hated with a nice advantage going towards this B bomb site.
Here they come towards Monster now. Playing the slow game. There are 2 players just waiting for them down here, though. Maestro has a quick rotate in as well. Right next to the tank. That downstairs looking quite easy as Zone gets the first. He can hide behind the bomb site. And Cobra gets 2 on the lineup. Down to Ethics in the 1-on-3. Finds the first. Knows the second is in heaven. Trying to spot the third, but he can't do so. 3-0 for Afterimage. They have 2 left alive after that round. And again, Locally Hated down with nothing. No full buy for them once again. And they're going to have to at least half buy this time around if they want a full buy eventually.
Yeah, and I mean, I can kind of see the reason why they went for the force again, because they got the bomb plant. But, man, not getting a bomb plant that round, again, it's a very risky play. It's a very, like, we're better than this team play. But now you put yourself in a hole that's going to be hard to come back from, as Rage is on the line with the op. Goes down to the Tech 9, though.
3-on-3 emerges from the opening. Duels, and Ethics gets Boa directly with the long-range Tech 9. The A site has fallen technically, but here come the rotates already. Guns picked up here from the T side, off in the hands. Aggie Saber, though, having a long-range fight with the Deagle, and he wins it anyway. Disowned in a 1-on-3. The last 1-on-3 in the last round did not go well for the side of Locally Hated. This time around, Disowned will not get more than 1. The exact same situation, but up against the Pistols, they actually win out rather than the Galils.
Yeah, it was just to start that missed op shot, and ever since then, things went downhill for Afterimage. Whenever you're on an eco round and you get gifted in the op, you will take that 100% for Locally Hated, and that is a well-deserved timeout for Afterimage. You have to talk about what just happened and how to prevent it, because they've been struggling with this fountain area of the map the last 2 rounds.
Timeout taken here, and this is smart already from the side of Locally Hated, at least, to take a timeout this early. You want to be able to capitalize on this now that you've won your first round. You're going to be up against a full buy. They're going to go down to $0 on the side of Afterimage for sure. And for the side of Locally Hated, because of all the deaths they've already taken, they need to be careful with their own money for now. Number 5 upon us, and Whoever wins this round dictates the rest of the half. As I said, 4 is honestly quite necessary here for locally hated at the minimum, and having won only 3 rounds so far, they need to play better as a team, not just individually. That's exactly what they're doing right now. They're putting Afterimage in tough situations as they push out towards water, and they get absolutely stumped, picked apart, and you said to play chaotically. They tried that, and it's backfired in their face.
Yeah, and I mean, Rage here. He's gonna give it a look. Making noise. Weeza used this on the other side of the wall, and an easy kill for him. So yeah, locally hated with 2 now. And I did say play a little chaotically, but like you said, you don't want to be predictable if you're Afterimage, and that felt super predictable. They lost the opening duel in construction, and it was just such a late trade where that second player got dragged so far that he went out in the middle, basically. He got the trade frag, but immediately for locally hated, they were able to trade it right back, making it a 3-on-4.
Afterimage, they're going to do the smart thing and only do the half-buy. Nothing but pistols, deagles, a couple of P250s as well, and good shot by Weeza right into Rage's face. Shows off the Kalashnikov that he now has in his hands. The headshot, nonetheless.
Yeah, he's showing off why he is ranked 69 funny number in NA.
I do love myself the funny number. You'll notice that if the scoreline ever sees it. If we go to round 15 and it's the funny number,
Oh.
trust me, I am losing my mind. Here comes Alula.
Oh.
Should be losing his mind after losing that fight. 2 free birds right in front, and as he threw the stone, the birds just pecked at him instead.
Yeah, I don't know
Two birds
how.
with 1 stone with that one. Now they have an idea of where these players are, but Saber has walked right past everyone, and Maestro has a free kill in the pocket. Now man advantage. Saber doesn't know where to look. He's encircled on the other side. He takes care of 1. FX will take care of the other 2 who are coming up towards the dumpster, and he puts them where they need to be for locally hated. Game is tied at 3.
3s all around, so that magic number 4 that you're talking about on the T side is looking like it's probably gonna happen. But Rifles now 4 Afterimage. A decent half-buy round where they were, it looked promising, they held the advantage. But unfortunately, just the weaponry was so low, they weren't really able to get going that round like they wanted to.
Let's see round number 7. Also important full buy for both teams here. No op for the CT side as Weeza has taken control of the A site. They have no idea where any of these players are. They are playing inside of these smokes so smartly, so intuitively, and it's so unpredictable. They're gonna try and get this bomb planted. Are they gonna spam through the smoke? No, they're not. As these smokes dissipate now, shots come through, and Boa, Rage, Disown, and Cobra all get killed. All left alone is Ethics.
Oh no!
1-on-3 fights the first 2. Now against Disown, a 54 HP player, and he gets the 1-on-3. Terrific play to keep locally hated's train going. They grabbed their first lead.
4 in a row for locally hated, and 3 in a row right there. That was an amazing 1v3. We talk about how they probably have egos. They're showing why right now. That ego is deserved.
Let's get going for round number 8. This is an all pivotal round here because this is not just a half-buy from the side of Afterimage. They have forced, not down to 0, but the MP9s and FAMASs in their hands. They're not going to have the prettiest of buys in the next round if they lose everyone. Already off of the opening engagement. They lose Boa. It'd be hard to constrict around this locally hated squad down 4-on-5.
Yeah, they actually put Saber in such an uncomfortable position. He missed the first shot in Playground, but you never give Saber 2 chances.
No, Saber's a very deadly weapon too. Miss 1, that's one thing, but missing twice is a whole other thing. Whole other kettle of fish.
Aggie here in construction, just clearing everything out, and Cobra is walking away right at the wrong time.
Timing here for Taggy. He's going to be so happy seeing this.
Oh.
Back's turn, gets the first and the second. Clean headshots, and that's the round over there. The FAMASas need to be saved. They cannot throw these away if they want a goodbye in the next, at least. We're going to give it a look-see, but they should not lose these. The zone should just be talking tail and running away. What's he doing? Just losing the FAMAS for nothing. Rage gonna be left alone. He's over towards bathrooms.
I have no idea what Disown was going for there. I mean, Rage, as soon as B-Site was given up, bowed out of the round. Disown maybe just trying to upgrade that FAMAS into an AK. Everyone's still alive on Locally Hated, so that would have been a mounting task, as we saw it was. This is 5 now in a row for Locally Hated. Afterimage with the 3 rounds in a row. Not been able to convert once Locally Hated has grabbed these rifles.
Locally Hated. Getting that 1 round off of the Tech 9s, and it seems like it really invigorated them. 5 in a row. They've got all the money they want now. Ethics is literally on double digits. They've got enough money for the next couple of rounds. Meanwhile, Afterimage round everything up they can. Have a lot of nades, sure. Don't have every knick-knack they want. They still don't have an op. Great nade on Tallulah. Takes down half his health. And they don't give up an early fight already. But once again, they play very aggressively on the side of Afterimage. I think it's starting to be red on the side of Locally Hated. They are playing great. Up until then, that is Zone getting an opening. Straight through the smoke. Good spam. He's not flashed anymore. The jumping player gets down. He gets a third. Looking for more. He runs out of bullets. Takes off the sidearm and gets himself the ace. Disowned. Oh, there's only 20 bullets in that M4. And he grabs that USPS to finish the job.
What? I don't even know how. He got 3 there, which is crazy, but the missed shot from Saber, he pulls out the USP and says, you know what, I want 2 more. That is insane work by Disown, and that's the play that you're going to need if you're Afterimage from these individuals to stay in this game, because you've already given up 5 rounds here. You're going to have a rough T side, so you need to start stacking up rounds while you can on the CT side. Disown with a huge play there, giving Afterimage their 4th.
An ace. Giving Afterimage some life back into this game. And honestly, all things considered, it's so hard to win the T side of Overpass. I believe it is the map where you would win T side the least often out of every map in the map pool currently. And you look at this and you say, Locally Hated's already on 5. You need to win the rest of these rounds. And that is one way to do it. That's one way to reinvigorate your team. Put some muster back into that step. And Locally Hated now. Their momentum walks away.
Oh, it just gets left out to dry there. Maestro able to find Taggy on the other side of the map. So 4 on 4. Maestro's gonna have the next contact here, playing top of connector.
He's gonna run away from it. Gonna go into the fire a bit.
Oh, he's burning.
Gets 2. Tagging himself and then reappearing out. Giving the idea to Locally Hated that he ran away. Surprises them with 2 off of the spring. Tallulah playing around the pillar.
Oh,
he gets disowned, and suddenly now an open B bomb site. The bomb's gonna be coming in. Smokes aplenty on the site now. This bomb can get planted.
Oh.
What a shot through the smoke! And a man advantage for Afterimage. Becomes nothing more than a puff of dust.
Past 2 rounds, we've mentioned that Saber has missed an opening shot, but that round, he doesn't even have to see them to hit him. Crazy work on the B bomb site, disadvantage. Still able to pull his team back in the round. You have to remember the star power right now that Locally Hated has on this squad. You cannot be giving out kills for free. I'm surprised how much they are contesting Fountain so heavily.
4. Locally hated at worst have tied the first half here on their T side of Overpass. And Boa gets Weeza finally. Back down to 34, but will take that opening engagement.
I like that a lot.
Great shot at the Ethics as well. 2 players have pushed up, and Rage looking for more, being a little too greedy. And Saber's op swipes him off the map. Still man advantage for Afterimage.
Oh no, Taggy heard this. It's gonna be ready for Boa. Able to find it, Lula able to get disowned. So now, on this B side of the map, it just stands Cobra. Walks into the crosshair, doesn't get punished for it though. Gets tagged.
Tagged down.
Taggy finishes him off.
That's a good shot there, and he gives over information, right? Saber gets the leg shot on, and a 4v3 turned into a 1-on-2. Afterimage keep losing these man advantage situations. Maestro needs to get down silently. That's exactly what he does. Doesn't give away the name of the game.
No, it wasn't.
Not spotted. His position completely unknown. They have no idea he's in the back ranks. That he's flanking from behind. He's going to get 1 free kill here if he's lucky. But with 15 seconds left on this bomb, he needs to start coming up quickly. And now they're looking at this direction. They have to suspect that he's coming from here. He gets the first. Could be shot, but he's on top of the bomb. He's not defusing in time. Saber's there. Takes out the Glock and whips it in his face. Locally hated have won the T-side half.
Maestro just taking a little too long. I mean, he had the right idea. Just not enough time to execute it. Locally hated, not ready for that monster play at all, primarily because the time was so low.
Took a bit too long to rotate around. That's his demise in that round, and once again, Afterimage don't have the prettiest buys, but they keep having man advantages thrown away, especially on Overpass, a map that's so CT-sided. Having those man advantage situations are a dream. And after the ace from the side of the zone, losing every round afterwards, when you thought you had stolen away man advantage, everything from them just doesn't come to be. Cobra on 19 HP needs a 1v5 ace clutch.
Oh, 1v4. Ego.
No ace clutch for him, I guess.
Yeah, and that's really smart by Ethics there to take away the ace clutch potential there. And Saber's gonna finish him off. Crosshair aimed right at him. But no, exactly what you were saying. I mean, this zone's sitting at 16-8. He is the lifeblood right now of Afterimage. But they found themselves in positions where they would have the advantage, but still go for more fights that were unnecessary. As soon as they had the man advantage, as soon as they won the duel towards fountains, they would need to be. They needed to back up. They needed to play a little more passive and let locally hated run into their crosshair. We are underground here.
That's a great. Actually, that's a great shot through the floor. Actually, looks really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Even if it looks weird, I actually like that. I don't know why.
Sure. Hit me again.
Oh, ooh. That one's a bit rougher. That one's a bit rougher.
It's just, yeah, you really like the part where you can look under everyone.
Listen, I like the idea that I could see the upskirts, you know?
Yeah, that's what, exactly.
It's the upskirt angle that I like. It's not
up the knee pad, up the knee pad.
Up the knee pad, exactly. Dooley's on Ethics. Everyone else, they're starting pistol on the side of local hated. Meanwhile, Afterimage have themselves a P250 on Maestro. Let's see how that works out for the side of Afterimage, as they already have gone up through the connector into the bathrooms. Boa gets the first one for his team, but everyone else around him falling like flies. It's not going well for the side of Afterimage. They've already lost 2. Cobra taking over towards the B site. Spots up nothing. Now he tries to get the fight over towards the Heaven player, but he will get tagged down by Ethics. Daggy takes out the Doolies. Can't get a kill with them. Boa down this bomb in a 2-on-3 situation. 2 players up in the Heavens have to fall down eventually if they want to get to this bomb. Saber gonna come in close. And Maestro, they get all the kills. And they get the second pistol as well. They won the first, they'll get the second. You did say that winning the pistols are key to the game here. For Afterimage, they now need to win the T side of Overpass. And that is a one-way ticket to do so.
Yeah, and we talked about Overpass being locally hated's map. But these pistols that I'm seeing from Afterimage gives me hope, if not for this map, for map 2. Because what they're pulling out right now is heroics. It's rounds that they shouldn't be winning, that they're converting on pistols. Arguably the hardest round to convert on. With Glocks, they were able to win that.
Round number 14 here. Could be Afterimages here. They're up against nothing but pistols. They lose this. 2 Galils and 2 Mac-10s in their hands especially. Be a tough pill to swallow. Eagle in the hand of Rage. He's not had a good first half of things, and as he
all the time,
look at this, the ships in the night moment, and that's up against Weeza. Weeza has completely them passed.
This is so bizarre.
This is bizarre, but he's gonna get a shot in the back here. Surely the shot in the back. No, Rage spins around, gets the kill, and now he gets shot in the back. This time by Ethics, but he'll get that one kill off of the spin around. 4-on-3 emerges, and the entire team rotated away from the B bomb site once they spotted the player up. And that was the cue for Afterimage to come to the B bomb site and plant this bomb.
Oh, Lula almost getting 2 headshots, but it's going to be Disowned and Boa. Now Taggy just going to save this Deagle. Man, that rotate, because Rage was able to get so deep there, it pulled the rotate, because you look and you're like, oh my goodness, they're already so close to A. But it was just a timing in bathrooms, and the B site got vacated.
Now locally hated. They're getting themselves in a bit of trouble here. They lost the first 3 rounds.
Oh, come on.
Oh, their T side.
Reasonable reaction there by Disowned.
Very reasonable reaction, I will agree. Locally hated lost the first 3 rounds on their T side. Now on their CT side, lost the first 2. They've only lost 1 round outside of pistol and conversions. So they need to play here before Afterimage starts to learn how to play with the guns in hand, and if they ever get an op. Well, Saber loses his, let's say. Get very dangerous.
Very dangerous bonus round situation here for Afterimage. If they're able to convert this, they are in decent shape with how frail CT economy can be. Players stacked up on this B site or locally hated. About to be a double swing towards this construction area.
Here comes the push, and well, no one's home. Everyone's run away just in time. Here come the flames just to put them aside for the moment.
The other side,
making locally hated scared. They don't know where to look anymore. Everywhere they look, Afterimage is exactly their namesake, right? They're gone.
Shadow.
You heard them. You know they were there, and they're gone. All you saw were their shadows.
It is.
As Ethics puts down that smoke, he'll be surprised by a Mac-10 to the face. And as the Mac-10 tried to get greedy and pick up the gun, he'll get killed by it. Rage needed a 1v4. Not gonna happen. We don't get the funny number, but we do get the opposite.
It's close enough, right?
Is it the unfunny number?
I was gonna say, is it just anti-funny? Like, this number sucks.
Anti-funny, yeah, exactly. It's the dummy funny number. There you go. The dummy number.
The dummy number. You know, what I found really dummy that round, Disowned peeking long. Obviously, you're not expecting the CT op to be out so soon, but just gonna be a fast B play, actually. And Ethics here with the MP9, able to find 2.
Money from the side of Ethics. Now his teammates, they could get here in time and could stop this bomb plant, but on does go down. 1v3 will not come through for the side of Maestro. Afterimage. At least they get the bomb plant. That's a positive, but they just cannot win rounds when Saber has the op in his hand. He didn't even need to shoot it this time around, but the team is so well structured. 10-6, and they're showing why it's their map pick.
I mean, take a look at the scoreboard here. And really the only player who showed up on this map for Afterimage is Disown, the player who got the ace, the only player to help them win the round outside of the pistols and conversions. Then you look on the other side at Locally Hated, and Weeza, one of the players that I was most excited to watch here, looks like he's still taking a little nap. I mean, his team doesn't need him that much. I mean, look at everyone else, especially Saber with the op, going crazy.
Afterimage with this timeout here. Their turn to talk things through. It's a bit late, I think, to call the timeout, but they must do what they must, right? You got to talk about it here and now. If you start putting some rounds together and you're very happy, you go down and it's 11-6, you'll have a full buy in the next. I don't think they get an op. You got to be real careful. That nade, there's no damage. Great lineup as Disown cannot find any kills. Weeza and Saber working together in unison, and it destroys Afterimage. They don't even get one kill off of this start. And a 1-on-5 here for Maestro with nothing but a deagle.
An impossible
even have
task.
Armor. Won't even get first. 5 alive.
Locally Hated playing that exactly how you'd expect an elite team play up against a eco round, just crushing the souls of Afterimage, not awarding them a single kill. And the bad thing here is the CT economy has grown so much. You have to put in a lot of work here just to mount the comeback and destroy this economy if you are Afterimage. Nade hurts a lot under Rage.
It does. That is a tough nade to swallow, isn't it?
It looked like it went down just fine for Rage.
Well, if he takes another one, you know what's going to happen to him. He's going to drop dead, so he needs to be careful what he swallows down. Chowing down on a nade is not for everyone, let's say that. And Afterimage, if they want to start winning these, they want to get back into this game, it starts with this round for sure. Full AKs, full belt of util. A lot of it's been used up. They're still spread across the map. They haven't taken an open engagement yet. And Rage, you'd be the first one to take battle here up against Weeza. Weeza pushes. 3 players here towards the A site. And they're postulating to come towards this. There rotates down, but
Shadow
I think there was
spotted.
a spot. Yes. No, not
what?
spotted. He's not looking. He's not looking. Not ready. But the nade switch.
Oh.
Weeza gets 2 kills off of that, and that surprise factor from Weeza will end in Locally Hated's favor. Cobra left by himself. 15 seconds to get a 1v4 started. Can't even do so. 12 on the board, and Afterimage are running after the images in their head of victory that have not come to be.
Yeah, they're just taking so long to really get anything, any pressure on that round. Locally Hated was not feeling the pressure at all. Now Afterimage put in a situation where they're going to have to max all their credit cards just for a chance to maybe claw their way back into a comeback situation.
See this banking so much off, but there's so many players already here ready. One takes down Ethics, and Rage gets 2, but one of them's his teammates. Still, it is a good round here for the side of Afterimage. They could do something with this, but they're down to 2 players, and there's still 3 Locally Hated. And Maestro in a 1-on-3. He's not been able to get a clutch so far this game. He needs something to get going. Otherwise, Afterimage are going to Mirage down by a map. That's exactly what happens. Locally hated have won their map pick of Overpass.
They won that map in convincing fashion as well. Locally hated looking just as strong as we expected them to tonight.
Oh yeah, they are looking fine. They are looking mighty fine. On top of that, they've only lost one round outside of the pistol and its conversions. And it's so weird to say that they won both pistols and only won 6 rounds, but that's exactly what happened, right? That is exactly how the cookie crumbled. And for the side of locally hated, once they got the guns in their hands, yeah, they were playing a bit egotistical. You were right about that. You are justified having a bit of an ego. Now you're playing up on Mirage. You've got yourself a map that both of these teams play. Everyone knows how to play Mirage, right? You
Right.
play Mirage constantly, especially if you're a Face It pugger. Let's be real here. Everyone here is Face It level 10. They must play Mirage at least 3 times a day. They know how to play this. They know every nade lineup possible. If they don't, Donk's gonna be mad at them. This is why Donk rage quit NA when he came over for the Austin Major, right? How can I even pug? No, these guys Face It level 10s don't even know how to throw nades, man. These guys surely know how to throw at least their Mirage nade. All right, let's see if they do right after this break.
Don't wanna think about it every day. You know that you kinda wanna feel the same way. So much time you just had to pretend. I've been so lost, I just wanna run away. Run away right now. I gotta go, I'm wasting my attention. You've been on my mind. I could touch the sky. So lost, I'll be running up in time. Trying to think about you all the time. I don't really need to apologize. I know, I feel like it. I'll be staying outside, yeah, so I don't think about life, yeah. Can you tell me a lie? 'Cause I can't take it, I can't take it. You got me feeling alright, yeah. Every day by your side, yeah. Can you tell me a lie? 'Cause I can't take it, I can't take it.
You never had any patience. It's like a vision you couldn't see clear. And now life's a conversation. You bet it's only one side of love.
I hear you saying, you say you like me better all the way. And I swear that I try, but I was so blind. They say it works it if you let them stay. So I count my ties, this is my good. And I'm saying,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crossfire Season 3. My name's Quantum Deathcat, and we're still here with Momo. Locally hated versus Afterimage, more like afterthought, because after the pistol rounds and conversions, that's all they were. 13-6 was the map score after just a couple rounds, and let me tell you, that's with Afterimage winning both pistols. It's conversions, and that's it. That's all they got.
Yeah, and I mean it was all because of an ace as well. We saw that ace on the B bomb site. Like we can't even really count that round. We can call it a miracle round. He had to pull out his USP to finish the job because he was only able to get 3 there. And I promise, if he did not get the other 2, who knows what would have happened? Because what we saw from locally hated, no, it is going to be a rough map too for Afterimage.
Well, it could be, or it might not be. Obviously, Afterimage isn't the best overpass team. I mean, we saw good calls from them, but they were losing the man advantages, especially on CT side. That's kind of unacceptable to be doing on CT side overpass, to lose those man advantages. And I think that's what really was the back killer here, was the fact that they were losing the man advantages that they should never have been losing. Now you come over to Mirage, you can lose man advantages. You could go down into 2-on-3, 3-on-4 here and still win the rounds quite easily, quite handedly. But when you're on a bomb site and you're down 3-on-4, it's so difficult because retakes are so strong on overpass with a man advantage. That's why the opening kill is so important on overpass. But that's why it's so CT sided, because the CT side is supposed to win the opening engagement about 60% of the time. And that just gives the CT side about 60% of round wins. That's just how it happens.
Yeah, and I mean, what we were just seeing from them, like they were winning that opening engagement, but they were not falling back off the angle. They wanted more and more, and they were playing greedy. I was expecting them to play a little more ratty once they had that advantage and just play passive, let them walk into the crosshair. And I mean, I like the aggression. I love whenever teams play aggressive, but you have to play smart while you're playing aggressive. But we are jumping in now to map 2. It's going to be Mirage. It's going to be Afterimage, starting on the T side, locally hated on the CT side.
Both of these teams have acted like one of the 7 deadly sins here on the opening map. We saw locally hated be very prideful of themselves. We called them ego. We called them arrogant, right? Pride is very much so the 7 deadly sin. I think that very much so describes locally hated. Afterimage, oh my goodness, that is greed all the way. And if you've ever watched Full Metal Alchemist, let me tell you, pride is a lot stronger than greed.
I've never watched Full Metal Alchemist. I'm gonna take your word for it, though.
I suggest it. I suggest it. Go watch it. Go watch it. Here comes the opening engagement.
Oh,
here,
how does
Boa
Alula find
goes
2?
down. So does Rage. What a beautiful shot by Alula, getting both of them down. That's the bomb as well. And now scattered all over the place are the Afterimage team. And they are in so much trouble if they can't get these kills down mid. Cobra will find the first, but Saber's still in this window. And he still has the control of the bomb with Alula by his side in the underpass. Cobra going into it. He finds the first onto Epic. And now it's a smothering of the players towards the window. Now Alula needs to run away. He still has the bomb in front of him. He's pretending like he has gone away, and the round's gone array once again. Afterimage winning another pistol round. This time they need to continue mounting the pressure after this conversion.
Yeah, Cobra was able to find 3 there, and I loved how whenever he entered the bomb site, he did not play carefully. He did not walk. Afterimage was down a player, and Cobra knew that, so he immediately charged Connector to help his teammates fighting in mid. Now it's just going to be the smoke utility. They've done a really nice job on conversions. You want to see them keep that up going into Mirage. Now.
Well. Another good start here for Afterimage. It really depends on what they do with this, though, right? What they do with this after is what matters more than anything. Because winning the pistol is nice and all, but we saw what happens on Overpass when you don't do anything afterwards with it. Right. Here comes the attack from Afterimage. They've taken the heads of the first 2 players. A 4-on-3 advantage. Turn 3-on-3 now. Bomb can go down. And this retake far from happening for the side of locally hated. They are so far away. And with no kit, Saber.
Oh, nice shot, Saber.
Shot. What a nice eagle shot. Trying to get a pot shot through the smoke. Could get
Oh,
the
no.
second. Oh, Bo has given that one away. And Saber on for a one-on-one here, but he can't get the shot. Nearly another 1-on-3 for the side of locally hated. But Afterimage continue compounding.
You want to talk about greed? Maestro had no reason to take that fight there with the AK. He just put the
Absolutely
round at risk completely. But you know what? Hey, you're playing locally hated. Why not have a little bit of ego, a little bit of flair yourselves, and just try to punch them right back? I mean, they have you down, but you are sure as hell not out if you're Afterimage. You have won some rounds that did not look like it was possible. But right there, they're able to save that round, and Maestro finding the kill on Saber, who's been a big part of this locally hated team. He's pushing mid, able to get Boa, traded by Rage. Alula on the other side of the map, finding Maestro. So now it's 3-on-3, but so much time for the T's to work here with 2 players on this B bomb site for locally hated. Zone charging into the A bomb site as Taggy sits in CTs. He's hearing all this. Oh, his zone, what a shot. He keeps going for more.
Face.
What?
So greedy. They never back off. They are never the ratty type. And Afterimage, I mean, that is true, right? Like you see him at first and you try to shoot at him, but by then he's already in the middle, right? He's already gone. The Afterimage is what you're shooting at. And it's tripping up on locally hated. Once they figure this out, will they be able to do the same thing that they were able to do on Overpass?
Yeah, I
Six
mean,
with this op save is huge, by the way.
yeah, that's exactly what I was going to touch on, because we saw Afterimage on Overpass win 3 in a row and then lose kind of an eco round. So Saber, who's going to have this op as long as Ethics is able to keep it safe here, Cobra's not going to advance anymore. So yeah, this op into Saber's hands. Let's see if they're going to force around it.
Honestly, they should. They honestly should here. At least go down to $2,000 with max loss bonus. May even want a bit more, but maybe down to 1,500. The MP9s is at minimum of what you want. Exactly what they've done. Saber
No!
Get this opening kill. Great grenade. Blow open the smoke. He wanted another, but nothing comes up in front of his crosshair. Saber won't get anything through the smoke either, but man advantage attained.
Locally hated has been really good with a man advantage this series. Now it's up to Afterimage to kind of make adjustments and make plays that are going to throw locally hated off. Cobra spots Weeza in Sandwich, who's been kind of quiet this series. He's able to escape.
Let it go away.
Oh, Taggy, speaking of risky plays, pushing through this. Oh no, let's see how deep he gets.
Let's see if he goes for the rotate around. And it seems like they're acknowledging that it could be existing, but they look away at the wrong time, and now they could get caught off guard. Grenade to go under balcony, and Rage gets dinked, but gets killed anyway. Taggy can't find anything, and Ethics once again with this op. That's 1 kill, and goes to save it, but this should be hunted dead.
Yeah, you have to get the hunt on early. You do not want Saber coming back with the op. I mean, we saw the impact he had mid that round. He almost found 2.
He's going away. He's not going to force.
Did he?
Really?
Did he hear the scope? Yeah, he's acting like he didn't hear it because he's still clearing window. He heard it. He'd be dead set on hunting this thing down. I'll make a
Not
noise
making
here.
the sound yet. So Maestro can come in and get the shot here. He looks in the right direction. You'll get the op. And that is beautiful from the side of Afterimage. Unfortunate for Ethics, who can't save the op. And locally hated. Have to make do without it. Oh, they'll be able to buy it again, but look at what it does to the utility they have instead.
Yeah, Lula, the only person with full utility here. And I love what Afterimage is showing. This is something completely different than what we saw on Overpass. Clearly this team is a lot more comfortable on Mirage. Saber. Fast peek on Cat. Unable to find anything as Afterimage setting up towards this A bomb site.
You might have wondered, hey, why did Rage not produce as much as you'd think he could over on Overpass? He never had the op in his hand. Look at him now with the op in his. Saber wanting to show that he is the better opper of the two. So far, he's only been able to demonstrate that he's the only opper of the two. But as the zone comes in onto the site, he'll open once again. However, down 2 men already. He'll have to do something crazy as Afterimage tries to plant this bomb. Exactly what they do, but Lula gets 2. And Cobra left on his lonesome in a 1-on-4, turn 1-on-2. He has 2 angles to be afraid of, but if he goes through the smoke, he could get Saber here on the double. And that's the burst he needs! He knew where to look, but Ethics, who had tried to save in the last round, comes in and actually saves the round this time. And the first on the board for Locally Hated.
Ethics completely saving that round. Cobra playing that so smart, going to push the smoke, catches Saber off guard. But you're absolutely right, we have not really gotten this chance to see Rage with the op. Last time he had it on Overpass, we think back, it was after they won the 3 in a row. He got aggressive. It's going to be a tech pause here, but he got aggressive on Overpass with it, and immediately he missed the shot and got mowed down by a wave of Tech 9s. As we go into the tech pause here, Afterimage has to be feeling pretty good about themselves, finding 4 rounds early on this T side.
Man, Afterimage looking strong nonetheless. And a near 1v4 here could strike fear in the hearts of Locally Hated. Because yes, they get the round, but that's still a demoralizing round, all things considered. Yes, you finish it off and you get yourself the round win, but you've got no money left over because of it. And honestly, you'd have been a lot happier with 4 alive, or 3 even, but going down to a 1-on-1, just breathing a sigh of relief and nothing more for the side of Locally Hated.
You're absolutely right, because, I mean, it's not just humbling towards the players, it's humbling towards the economy, like you said. Now Weeza pushing Underpass his own, find him. Weeza, where have you been this series? The zone has arrived, but Saber's also here, taking down Rage in connector. Round starts
That's a beautiful start.
Yeah, I mean, back and forth blows. Saber's been the blood of Locally Hated. Nice nade. Ooh. Uh-oh. Who's gonna realize they're stuck first? They are smooching in the smoke and they don't even know it.
Cobra was thinking about it, but Taggy has the reaction time. So not only does he get the kill, he gets an upgrade. Man advantage for Locally Hated.
He also gets
spread
the
out
bomb.
all over the map, and they don't really have any.
That's the bomb down in Palace.
No, the bomb is coming in from CT spawn.
Oh, what am I looking at?
It's a different shade of red.
My bad. I saw the faded 8 and I was like, that's a bomb symbol, right? That is my fault completely. Okay. That makes me feel a little bit better here for Afterimage, but what doesn't make me feel better is that Saber's found the bomb himself. This is the shot.
And look at this. There's already a flank coming in from behind. Last time around, it didn't work well. But Taggy this time around could have something a bit more here with an AK in his hands. He won't get a kill, but he doesn't need one. The rest of his teammates have found them. This zone, 1-on-3 with 13 HP. Finds the first, knows where they both are. Needs to plant this bomb, and he can't even find it. It is everywhere. He can't find the kills that he wants. Too little, too late. Does he realize that the round is lost?
You can kind of argue there, Taggy, doing them a bit of the favor, killing them before the round timer expires. How much would it suck being lost on the A bomb site with an op in CT and someone behind you? 0 seconds left. Would be a very unfortunate situation. Afterimage taking a timeout. That's 2 in a row they lost. Whenever they started losing rounds on Overpass, it came in a flood of rounds. They lost, I believe, 5 or 6 in a row before we got to see the disowned masterclass ace on the B bomb site. It's just going to be pistols here. Deagles, are they going to dare contest this op mid of Sabres? If you can find the pick onto Sabre, that opens up so much of this map, but it is a giant risk that you have to take. You have to be brave enough to run into his crosshair.
Locally hated, doing the exact same thing they were doing on Overpass, right? Once they start winning the rounds, it starts to click. And they never let go of the gas pedal afterwards. They have the momentum. Once they grab it, they don't let it go. Afterimage here need to figure out a way to mess up with the momentum to end it from the side of locally hated. And an ace from disowned last time around on Overpass wasn't enough. It was more than that. They need a whole team victory here to really make it work. But this time around, as they jump in from the windows of the apartment, it's not going to work out great. Maestro gets the only kill of the round for the side of Afterimage. These Tech 9s don't have the magic that locally hated had with them over on Overpass.
I thought that round was going to get a lot more sketchy. I mean, all the Tech 9s were able to drop to site before any bodies actually fell for Afterimage. I thought surely a bomb plant was going to be awarded because Ethics ran out of ammo. He was forced to use a USP on the corner. He was able to make some magic happen with that. Screw a Tech 9 whenever you have a USP. Make that work for the Lula. Pushing up mid here, seeing what he can find. He's playing in the smoke. And Afterimage has no idea.
Could be dealing with his Afterimage as he's able to hide back into it after finding one. That's exactly what he tries to do, but gets traded out before he could disappear back into dust. 4-on-4 emerges from it. Ethics gets Maestro, man advantage taken from locally hated again.
And this is big info from Taggy because he's able to get this angle. If he pushes up too far, though, he's able to win it against Cobra with ease, not even taking a single point of damage. So now it's a 2v4, Boa and Disown. We've seen him win one of these situations before on Overpass, but not whenever locally hated has these sort of weapons. Now it's just Boa alone in a 1v4. Kind of has a timing onto this A bomb site.
He does have a bomb. So he could get this planted, but his timing. Taggy looks at the right time. Right place, right time for Taggy. And the bomb in the hands of Boa. Can't fight back with a bomb in your hand.
No,
What
not.
to say, huh? Someone has a gun in their hand, the other person has a bomb. Who wins that fight?
I would say the gun.
In the real world.
I'll just say the
Real world
gun.
Scenario here.
Because,
I guess
well, it
What
depends.
kind of bomb, right?
I was going to say it depends if the person has a kit. But once again, Afterimage forced to nothing but Deagles and 1 Mac-10 on Cobra. Cobra fully bought down this round. But
Yeah, Cobra with max loss bonus now. They don't mind doing so. Smart play. Might not get the op though for Rage. I don't think they saved up enough with Ghost Glass Cannon, but
sometimes, again, up on T side can be hard to get going, especially whenever you have Saber on the other side of that duel potentially. Maybe you just want to go with 5 AKs and try to squeak out a 5th round. A 5-7 T side isn't anything to be ashamed of, especially the way you've been converting pistol rounds. How cool would it be if you could sneak around like this away from locally hated? Maestro
gets the first kill, and the Deagles, they're the ones working. It's not the Tech 9s. Afterimage looking for more. They're looking in the right direction, and Taggy from underneath the balcony, underneath the wood, getting those kills is so important. Cobra, the Mac-10, cannot do anything. Everyone's peeked into him. He's not dead yet somehow. Finally goes down. Locally hated grab their lead. It only took 9 rounds
It took 9 rounds, but they have not lost since round 5. Now, I'm just trying to think of the situation for Afterimage. What possibly can they do? They're able to make it onto the B site with their Tech 9 push. I can only imagine what that'd do if you have 5 rifles. Rage does get the op. We've yet really to see much impact. It's been the Saber show. In reality, as this default comes out, Saber's holding this aggressive angle. We've seen him do so many times as he's able to take down Boa and give, once again, Locally Hated the advantage of the round. Rage on the other side of B, though, finds Ethics to even it up. And it's just going back and forth. Alula finds Maestro. Cobra finds Weeza. Oh my goodness, these trades are going back and forth.
All across the map, right?
Yeah.
Rage gets that kill in B apartments. Meanwhile, the A site's under attack. Meanwhile, Saber gets a kill down mid with his op, right? Every single lane under attack, and a 2-on-2 emerges from it. 8 HP onto Disowned, who brought this into a 2-on-2, and tagging once again in the T steps, taking the necessary steps to bring Locally Hated up to 6.
You want to talk about Zway, B anchor on Dust 2. Let's talk about Taggy, A anchor on Mirage. The value that he's bringing right now.
Zone has no idea. How can he?
This is a...
He's just gonna risk it. My goodness, he just peeked everything. Every angle that he possibly could have been in. Puts the bomb down and gets shot from Catwalk. Locally Hated up to 6.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't like the decision to leave the bomb there and leave the bomb site vacant, or if I love it. I mean, I love doubling up with your teammate, but I would almost like to at least have him play in, because, I mean, you could have had the bomb plant there and maybe some room to work with even. No, he was just so paranoid, because who in their right mind would leave the bomb and the bomb site completely open after having all that information? I guess Locally Hated is the team to do that.
Very much so. So weird to say they haven't won a single pistol round, though.
Yeah.
And yet they're leading 19-10 in terms of scoreline.
On knife? What?
What do you mean? In total? All the map.
The knife kill.
Oh wait, what? There was a knife kill.
There was a knife
I
kill.
completely missed it. I
Cobra
completely missed the knife kill. I was even looking at the radar. Oh my goodness. Where did that even come from?
B, I
was
guess.
brain what was happening on the screen. I didn't see a knife kill.
You're like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I'm looking at what's happening on screen here.
Well, you know,
Knife kill.
name of the game has been, hey, this team has a big ego. You know what helps an ego? You know what makes an ego grow? A knife kill within the first 30 seconds of the round whenever you're on the CT side of things. I don't know how you find a position behind someone. It must have been some wonky play through the smoke. We've saw some smooching in the smoke before. This time, I guess someone brought a knife.
Someone brought a knife to a gunfight as Afterimage takes their first time out of the map, but after losing 7 rounds in a row, I think it's a bit late to take your time out on the last round of the first half. You probably take your first time out after the game's tied or even at 5-4, no?
I think they
Taking
did
it at
actually take a
sevens.
timeout.
Did they?
Yeah, they did take a timeout. I want to say after the second or third round that they lost in this streak of rounds. We did talk about 5 rounds could still potentially be the magic number if you're able to kind of hold here on CT. So you're not out of it. But I do like the timeout to maybe game plan just to help you get that one more, because the difference between 7-5 and 8-4 is gigantic.
Locally Hated are just winning every single round right after winning their first.
It's info for Alula. He heard the burning on his own, so you know someone's in under. Bomb's down on the other side of this map, though, outside apartments. So someone's going to have to eventually scoop that up. Still tons of time to work with here for Afterimage.
And someone's gonna have to get out of mid here. Might just be Disowned, honestly, because Rage's position here is so huge.
This is dangerous. He doesn't
So
have the
important.
utility. So Disowned could get sniffed out right here, right now. But
But Rage helps him out. And instead, it's gonna have to be Cobra, I think, who's gonna have to run back and get it. 50 seconds left on this clock, and, well, he doesn't want to give away the name of the game, but he's gonna have to start running eventually.
Yeah, as
Go
soon
and get
as
that. The clock is ticking down. And they don't necessarily have the A site just yet. They don't have any idea of what's going on towards Ticket Booth.
only one player on
They
A
going
here.
B?
What?
Know where they're going to be. There's 30 seconds left. They don't have any positions towards the B site.
They're
They
turning it
have
into an A fake.
this jungle, and they're turning it into an AP. This is perfect, but the zone gets shot down so early, and they might have an idea here. FX leaves, and this B bomb site is completely open. 15 seconds left, and they've fallen for the fake, but it's a 2-on-3. Afterimage need to play perfectly. Deals a bit of damage, but it's not enough. FX gets shot in the side of the head. Now it's up to Taggy and Alula to keep the streak going, but Rage wants it to end, wants it to stop here. And Alula, he gets the first, has an idea where Rage is, cannot clutch up. 7-5, and Afterimage will win only their second round, barring the rounds they won off of pistols.
Man, hey, the big key is that you have 5 in that round. Rage was able to find 4. He doesn't need an op to bring value. He is solid with that AK. So what a big round. What an interesting call to turn that into a fake. I think if they would have just grabbed the bomb and executed A, it may have went down a bit cleaner. Doesn't really matter as long as you're winning that round though. Locally hated provided a good T side on overpass. You can only imagine what they're about to bring on their Mirage T side. A fast boost into apartments. Maestro, if he gets unlucky, he's going to get greeted with 5 Glocks in the face.
Rage jump spotting. Trying to bait it out here for Maestro, who should be unexpected, but it only works for so long. The reaction shots get him dead, and man advantage here for Locally Hated. Could they actually win their first pistol round? This zone's gonna come in from the back, but he's running. Alula will now know, but they see each other. They've spotted, and Alula will get the kills. The last 2 coming in from the market. Cobra in for 1-on-3. Needs a reload on the P2K.
He has a kit.
Waiting for the van player to come through, and finally the peek out from Alula comes in, but it's too little too late. Locally Hated will win their first pistol.
Let me be the first person to say to Locally Hated, congratulations. How do you feel after winning your first pistol round? Now you, for a half, are officially starting out in the driver's seat, and this is completely at your pace. Afterimage, a position that you hate to be in. You were so solid on all the other pistol rounds. This could be the final pistol round of this series. It did not shape out your way. It's just going to be an A push from Afterimage. A lot of info, not seeing anything. Maestro on this B bomb site is going to have to provide so much value just tucked into van with this Zeus. Going to get mollied out.
Well, Zeus too far away to be effective. He doesn't shoot it. And that'll be the death of him, as well as Rage. Mac 10's trying to make more money. The zone left alone 1-on-5 with a 5-7. Not the right gun, not the right player, not the right bomb site. What a shot from the zone to get something going. But it's 9-5.
Yeah,
I hope Afterimage wins this round.
I agree with most things you say, but you said not the right guy and not the right gun. The zone has provided so much value this series, especially with the ace on overpass, and the 5-7 is so broken that I think it was the right guy with the right gun in the wrong situation.
It's not the wrong bomb. It's the wrong bomb site, right? It's
Yeah.
not a 1v. It's not 1v4 with a P250, and he's not Katie.
He is not Katie, that is true.
He's not gonna win Pro League like this.
But what's in question? We're not talking about winning Pro League. We're talking about winning Map 2, Crossfire Season 3, and Cobra. Some one step closer with the spray through the smoke. Another one on to Taggy. That's a big kill to find. He still hasn't been traded out, and Ithics pushing through the smoke. Oh my goodness, this has been a bloodbath on the A bomb site, and Bo is the only player lost from after him. So finds the head of Saber, so it's... Wait, I'm gonna let you do it.
It's the almighty funny number! I very much so appreciate you letting me do that.
I almost slipped up. I was like, it's... And then I had to stop myself. I was like, oh wait, he would be devastated if I took this
Exploding in the
from him.
back as watched me for the last 15 seconds have my arms open, ready to yell this out.
Wait, the producer can see us?
Oh, yeah. You can see you picking your nose.
Do you see me? What the hell? It's gonna be a B lean. I wouldn't blame you, producer, if you were, but Boa staring at Taggy through the smoke. Someone check his PC. That is like the fourth through the smoke kill for Afterimage. Able to trace the Afterimage up locally hated. Nice headshot onto Alula. Ethics able to trade that out. He's a lot of space here in connector. Finds himself in an interesting position.
Look at this Afterimage having themselves great positioning here to win this round. Not too sure where it wants to go just yet. They have jungle position.
Cobra needs to be careful.
Yeah. He goes through the murder hole. He is as good as dead. And here comes Ethics. He's also dead, but that's the bomb. And that's round over. 40 seconds left. The bomb's in no man's land. There is no way for anyone to come get that. Weezo was in too deep a position. Saber's the only one who can. And he knows that there's a player right here. Even if he gets this kill real quick onto Boa, surely there is a player right there for him. Once he realizes this isn't Boa, though.
No, Boa, don't do it.
He's waiting for it. Oh my goodness, Boa goes for the fight, and Rage is down to 14 HP. Can't go for this fight. There's 12 seconds left. He doesn't have the time to go plant. Just go save Rage. That's all you could do, and that's all that Saber could do as well. They're both hiding from each other as time dwindles. And Afterimage go up to 7.
Boa had no reason to peek that there. That was
Absolutely none.
Almost an insurmountable choke. It would have been Team Falcons Boa. Would have choked that one.
This isn't Inferno enough 3-on-5. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes, our locally hated is actually so much better than MIBR. I would never disrespect them like
honestly,
that.
they would have beat beat Falcons that round even in a 2-on-5. Let's be real.
Dude, and hey, you talked about, you know, your My Chemical Romance, 7 Deadly Sins. Full Metal Alchemist, that's what it was. I couldn't think of the anime.
My Chemical Romance.
I knew it was something of the sorts. The zone spots this out, throws the smoke. It's going to be a B hit. These two players need to step up big against Tech 9s. They can be so dangerous, but not ready for Maestro in the boost. This B-bomb site holds solid. Oh my goodness, disowned. Go off king.
My goodness, disowned. Been such a cornerstone for this team, and Cobra will get the final kill onto Saber. And this game nearly tied now. Locally hated. Do they full buy? Or do they half?
I think you
Looks like they're going down full.
I think you take a timeout and talk about it, to be completely honest, but why the hell would you do that? You're the better team, and you are up a map, so, you know, we'll just let it ride, I guess. Khalil's out.
Taking a timeout? I already see that.
Because if you take a timeout, that means that they won. And you will not let them win. But oh my goodness,
that's the ego and pride part, right? So we really named them the correct freaking Afterimage has been greedy as hell this entire game. And locally hated has been nothing but arrogant and egotistical, prideful, if you will. And Taggy here. Look at this. You should be saving in this position. All right? Even on the T side, you're in a 1-on-3. You don't have the bomb. You know what he's going to do? There's 75 seconds left. He's going for this.
He's going to win the round, too. Mark my word. I'll make that call right now.
That's exactly what his teammates are telling him. They're too prideful to tell him to go save.
Lion does not concern himself with saving.
I used to cast a French-Canadian roster named Homino, who made it to ESC Advanced League. And I think I can count on 2 hands the amount of times that they saved every season. Sometimes they go like 3-4 games in a row without saving once. It was crazy. Anyway, Taggy not saving this round either. The game is tied at 9.
That player's what's his name? Is it or who is it? Who's the player that always saves the KD and everything?
James. You're talking James.
But there's another one as well that used to be on Fnatic, or he still might. Or it does start with a Blame F.
Oh, Blame F.
Yeah.
Save F. Yeah.
Save
F. However you want to say it. Yeah.
But,
Actually got to meet the guy. Shake his hand and everything. It was great.
Did you call him out
Guy.
for his teammates' sake?
Absolutely not. I would not have signed my jersey had I said that. Don't.
That's like big kill from Weezer to find there. Not only is it an AK gained, it's disowned down. It's 20-14,
Huge.
so this positioning by Alula. Afterimage, they tied this game, but they're caught a little off guard. Just kidding. Rage is ready for it all. Noah wants to be ready, but can't see a damn thing.
Cobra goes down 2 despite the Deagles. It is going to be a locally hated round. They do not want to give over a lead to Afterimage. They finally allowed themselves to grab this lead on round number 9. Afterimage hasn't seen a lead since round number 7. They don't want to give it back over towards the Afterimage side. They will get that
what a
first
shot by
traded
Taggy.
right out from Taggy. It's a beautiful trade. And Maestro trying to go save. We'll get that first, and 1-on-2.
He
10
doesn't have
seconds
time.
left. There is no reason to go for this. But he's just going to go save. He's going to get shot in the back. No one gets yet. Looks at him around, but too little too late. The bullets pierce holes inside of his body. And locally hated. Pierce the first double digits.
And we talk about how fragile this CT Academy is. I mean, 4 rounds in a row for Afterimage, and look at the utility on Boa because these rounds have been so damn close. Same with Maestro. The only player with full utility is going to be Rage. He also has this op. He's going to have to do his best Saber impression if he wants to get this team back on the right track. I do like this top mid aggression by Afterimage, but you need to be careful not to die pushed up in apartments. Maestro got punished before. Even got stabbed in the back on the T side doing this. Oh, but he's able to find Saber. And yes, get out. Do not be the greedy team that you were on Overpass.
Yeah, no. That is the first time I've seen them just pull back.
It's
My goodness.
refreshing.
Are they holding back for the first time? My goodness. It's a miracle. But here's the zone wanting to be greedy again.
Yeah.
Looking up the catwalk. Can't find a kill. FX goes down to Boa, and the zone gets Weeza in the mid. However, Alula went unchecked, and Taggy will get Cobra as well. A 2-on-5 turned into a 2-on-3. This is still very doable for locally hated, and this would be the backbreaker of all rounds. As it's now tied for
No.
2-on-2, and the zone pushes a smoke right into Alula. Maestro needs a 1v2 clutch, and they're looking right at him. They have an idea of where he could be. Will he peek this? He will. Gets the fight. Doesn't get the kills. Locally hated. Up to 11. They're up by 2. And they've just destroyed Afterimage's economy. Look at this. They're dead in the water. What do they do?
that does more than pierce your economy. It was a 2v5, man. A 2v5, and you gave it away. Oh, Afterimage. You'll be thinking about that round throughout the whole night, as now they're just forced to pistols here. Rage playing aggressive in the smoke, spotted by Saber. Saber can see his toes.
An awkward shot to miss there from the side of Saber, but looks like locally hated will sweep this one up. And looks like Afterimage are not as greedy as we think, right? They are playing for overtime. They did not buy into this round anything but Deagles. Maestro will go down last, allowing locally hated to be first on map and series point.
This is when you really wish you had a timeout to talk about this, because You can still feel the effects of the 2v5. You would almost want to take that eco round as a timeout. Maybe not go for it exactly that fast. Have a chance to talk it over because, I mean, you really do have a shot still in this game. Just got to make sure you're in the right mindset. Do not let that round affect you. The round that you threw very hard. And Ethics just taking the fight right to Cobra. Boa able to trade it out.
Oh, and sound made by Weeza. They now have an idea that he could be inside a window room. He's smart not to peek into it, and as they blow open the smoke, Rage gets 2 on Alula and Taggy. Weeza's position known. Disowned.
That's an easy
Knocks him
fight.
out and gets the kill. Last player on chair. It is Saber with his op. No need to peek into him. 2 players to do so, though. And he'll get the first. But he's traded out perfectly. Afterimage get the first of 3 that they need to stay alive.
Afterimage has looked very solid. Just a couple of miscues that have put them in this series point position. This game has been so close. You just need maybe one of those individuals to step it up a little bit more on Afterimage just to help push them towards this overtime. You look at the economy right now of Locally Hated. If you're able to squeak out this round, they are going to be broke.
Might have a bit of loss bonus left over, but not going to be much. Most players are down to 0.
I don't like this position from Cobra one bit. You need to be ready. Making the sound.
Made the sound. But he still gets the kill nonetheless. He'll get that first. And Maestro with the trade as well. Man advantage Afterimage. And if they could break Locally Hated here, that'd be so huge. Heading into overtime, they'd have all the momentum, and Saber misses his shot. Could turn him a little meek.
Why are they
Does
giving him the
not miss
fight?
twice, though, and Maestro going up the ladder gets the kill on it. Weeza trades him out. Saber still on 11, though. Health advantage here for Afterimage. 2-on-2 emerges.
Careful, Boa.
And Boa, peeking out, knows where both of these players are. You have the idea. You can hide away, letting your teammate in and help you. But here comes the peek out. It's perfect. Shot miss from Saber. And Boa will not.
Yeah, I talked about one of the players needing to step up on the side of Afterimage. Boa was sitting at 8 and 22 that round, able to find a crucial 2 kills to close it out. And now this economy, Saber's going to be getting the scout. They're not going to be working with much, and it's going to be the final timeout for Locally Hated taken. We need to talk about maybe what the game plan is. Do not throw this now, Afterimage. You are about to take an elite team to overtime. As long as you dot your I's and cross your T's.
It's looking better and better here for Afterimage. Look at the kind of buy that Locally Hated have, and we talked about it earlier. If Locally Hated take a timeout, they've already lost. That's exactly what just happened. They took that timeout.
They did. They took the timeout. They have conceded at least the ego game, but let's see if it will actually take that timeout and push them across to the finish line.
That'd be a crazy, crazy way to do it.
It'd be like a
This
lesson.
kind of buy. I've seen worse buys win the game, though. Especially on Mirage. I've seen Armorless P250 win a 1v4.
It's a good start, though. Boa able to get the kill, not greeting, getting out of there. They understand the situation now. They're playing for overtime. They want to be in this.
Don't want to lose this. They don't want to let this slip between their fingers. Not lose to this kind of a buy either.
Oh, that'd be disgusting.
They worked so hard to completely break Locally Hated. What a way would it to lose a game. I don't think they could ever forget themselves for losing this. They do end up doing it.
That's a big spot, but Ethics able to make it on the stairs. Cobra's backing up Rage. Able to find the kill as Weeza starts to scale up in Apartment's footsteps. Utility thrown. Maestro and Disown know what's going on. Able to find the first, able to find the second. It's just going to be Saber on the scout, and we are about to have an overtime on our hands on Mirage. I thought it was a Kukli to end it. That would have been amazing, but Disowned once again on top of the leaderboard. So much damage, 2,800 damage this game.
And Disowned spearheading Afterimage. Both maps so far absolutely has been the focal point for Afterimage's success. Meanwhile, Taggy's been doing great. Saber has always had impact nearly every single round. We've been saying his name so often, yet he only has 18 kills. It shows you how much impact he gets.
Yeah, just he finds crucial opening kills. I'm curious how many of the 18 are actually opening kills, but speaking of opening kills, he finds another one. Boa left with the tail between his legs, running off. They're going to have to play this round at a disadvantage, and that means they're going to have to push and pull on the other side of the map to try to take it back. He's able to duck. He doesn't hit him for that much. Now, it's starting to slow this round down.
That's the smart play. That's the smart thing to go for here. You do not want to give to give Afterimage any chance of winning this round in a 4-on-5. You want to make sure you have everything under control. You want to make sure that you take out every variable possible. Get rid of the nades in their hands and get rid of the heads that are on their shoulders. 48 seconds left, 5-on-3. And Locally Hated can get back on the rails here. Still Afterimage has yet to see a lead since round number 7. Cobra takes care of Weeza. And as this push coming towards A site,
that
continues to lurk, continues to push forward. The players on the A site fall. Maestro left on his lonesome. It's a 1-on-4. And he has no way to go save the op. So he might as well go for this.
Maestro needs a masterpiece here. Those taggies coming. Oh. Heard the player just didn't have the crosshair placement correct. Locally Hated take the lead in overtime. In an inconvincing fashion. Afterimage getting a little greedy mid. They've been able to take control of top mid a couple of times, and that has limited the space of Locally Hated. But Saber puts his foot down, takes the head clean off of Disowned. And that's going to make you think again if you are going to do an aggressive play like that. So, getting an early look into A main. If Boa's not careful, he's going to be face to face with someone that can take his head off, but Cobra trading his teammate out. He's already on the site.
This is was looking real good for Locally Hated, but they've been able to bring back man advantages, and Weeza getting that one with the nade. Still Disowned with the op in his hand. Finally, double opping from Disowned and Maestro. They're going to keep both. They're in a 1-on-1, and everyone has themselves a big green.
That is crazy, actually. A 1v1.
Who has the biggest, greenest op, though, is the question.
I think Saber has a Dragon Lore, so I'm going to go with Saber. I know it's not the greenest, but it is the biggest bank account, at least.
Well, it's greenest in terms of money. Oh, it's a Gungnir. Even better.
He has a Dragon Lore on CT side. Oh, he caught a glimpse of a hand there. I'm not sure if he saw it.
He saw it, but he will spot the first, and
oh no!
Now that he knows that the second is there, wants to take the shot, is very disciplined in doing so. Doesn't just take it, finally does. And Maestro can't bait him out. Get juked, nerd.
Respectfully, I say this so respectfully.
So respectfully.
Maestro!
So patient.
What the hell are you doing, man? Why are you hopping in and out? What are you doing, man?
He's baiting out the shot.
Baiting out the shot? He baited out the shot the first attempt, maybe the second attempt. Hell, the third, but the fourth. He's just putting on a little dance as Locally Hated take the 14th round, and Bo is about to take a little bite of the grenade and takes a bite of a bullet from Ethics right afterwards. Locally Hated primed for round 15.
And this is looking like locally hated's all days, every day. Afterimage worked hard to bring this to overtime. But once again, they face down the barrel of going down by 3 points. They'll never see a map point going their way. If they lose this round or any of the remaining rounds for that matter. Good recovery so far. But Saber's still alive, so is Ethics. And Ethics, who got the opening kill, gets a continuation, brings this into a 2-on-2.
2 players that
Mama's
are
on the A
sending
site. And here comes Cobra. He could get a magnificent timing. Ethics looking. Gets the shot onto Cobra. Expecting this to be coming his way, and it's all undisowned. The poster child for Afterimage.
I just don't understand the call, dude. Like, it's just so greedy. He's got...
Where's he going?
He got faked out. So now, not only does he have the position, he's going to have to do a retake. Luckily, with the utility, it's going to signal him over a little bit sooner. Zone, what do you have to show us?
Surely they heard him. I think they know his position very well here. But as they walk through, Ethics gets through that smoke, and as unethical as that is, gets the job done, disowned. Will be lost to go down for Afterimage, and locally hated 3 more map and series points.
Man, and you have to think, Afterimage choking 2 situations where they had the advantage. One was a 1-on-2, maybe even a 1-on-3 actually, against Saber. So you have to imagine for Afterimage, the confidence is low, but you had a decent T side. It's been a while since you played this side of the map, but maybe, just maybe, you can force something and wiggle your way into a second overtime, or else it'll be all locally hated. Op is spotted, Ethics able to jump peek it.
Good for locally hated, but they just need 1 more round. But they need in regulation as well. A 4-on-4. Makes this a bit easier for locally hated.
You need to be careful here. Don't be greedy. There's an op holding your ankle. Oh, he just fell off of it.
You mean don't be greedy? This is Afterimage you're talking about here.
This is Afterimage.
Embodiment of greed.
Ego versus greed is all it's been tonight, and right now Ego is up in overtime on series point. Afterimage letting this time burn. It's gonna be 3 players towards this A bomb site. It's gonna be a hard site to break through, especially when Sabers are here.
Here comes the shots, and Oa getting 2. There you go. He gets another, and that is Afterimage looking to survive, doing anything they can. 30 seconds left as this bomb goes down. 40 seconds reloaded onto the clock for Ethics. The clutch a 1-on-2. Both players are 1-shot headshot to this M4. Will pride finally overpower greed? Ethics walks through, looking towards Sandwich, but his first is towards Tetris. And he can't connect the blocks together. He loses. In the first round, on the CT side for locally hated, doesn't go their way.
The other way, still 2 more attempts to close it out there. Now, Afterimage doing a good job staying composed. Unlike me, really has to sneeze. Oh my goodness. I'm fighting it currently. But, yeah, I mean, the big goal here is just shutting down Saber in this overtime and also shutting down Ethics, 2 major components. Nalula looking to make a play, but Maestro will take his head right off. So advantage given to Afterimage, a phrase that we've said a lot, and a lot of times they have not converted on it.
In normal Counter-Strike, you convert 80% of rounds you're in a 5-on-4 against. I don't think Afterimage is even at 70% this game.
Oh, you think they're at 50?
No. They probably are, but
I'm talking about the series.
they are definitely under average when it comes to cleaning up once they get things started with man advantage. Here it comes now towards the A site. They're still taking their time, and that leads to Maestro's death as Disown gets Saber. That's the op dead for the side of Locally Hated. And Afterimage pushing through. Rage is still alive, looking to do more from long range, and that's Taggy finally dead, but Disowned goes down in that process. Boa and Rage up against Ethics and Weeza, and through the smoke, Ethics gets the first. No bomb plant. Boa needs to find the kill, and they push through towards him, and he had his chance. One more bullet would have done it, but it's not enough. It's a 16-13 victory for Locally Hated, who win both maps, but this one not in convincing fashion. And you with head in your hands, I'm sure everyone on both teams is the exact same expression that you have on at the moment.
Yeah,
I need to take a drink of water here.
get your drink of water. One hell of a fight on Mirage from Afterimage. We talked about it before the series even started. Mirage was a map that they were going to show up on, and damn, did they actually show up, pushing that elite team, Locally Hated, into overtime. Was not able to overpower the Saber on the op. Crazy game, though.
Crazy game. It was a game between Disowned and Saber, wasn't it? Just how much impact that both guys could bring. And they both showed that they could fight each other, brought it to overtime. But Afterimage were just chasing the shadows, right? They were chasing the past history of where Locally Hated had already been. They never took back that lead. They could never get back to where they wanted to be. They were just chasing their own Afterimage of the thoughts that they wanted to be, the places they wanted to get to. They are not the ones who get to 16, and we do not get to see Ancient. The map choice, honestly, they showed us that they could play on Mirage, and on another day, they probably win, right? But tonight, Locally Hated, they take that W, they take that victory. Could have been a lot more convincing on Overpass that they actually won the pistol rounds as well, right? That could have easily been a 13-1, because let's be real here, Disown probably still gets that ace in, was it round number 8, I believe, over on Overpass. So
that sounds right, 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think it was 4-3 for Locally Hated. The game got tied at 4 because of that.
Yeah.
But it was either that or round 9. Anyway, that to say, Locally Hated looks so good on Overpass that when we came over to Mirage, we were like, oh, well, what are they going to do? Right? What are Afterimage going to be able to produce here on Mirage? And we finally got to see it, right? And it shows when they're on a map that they are comfortable playing on, they could play as an absolute unit. And even though they have this Disowned, who's so good on his own, right? He's playing with the team. Their team around him didn't let him down. I don't think that anyone could say that they let down their team today. Everyone did their part for both teams. There were no liabilities. There were no shortcomings. They lost to the better team. Simple as that.
Simple as that. A lot to grow off of with this squad as well. I mean, talk about converting pistol rounds. That team, they can just tighten it up on the rifle rounds, maybe do a little bit better at trading. And some individuals, get going a little bit sooner in the game. Everyone showed up eventually, but it did take some players on Afterimage a couple rounds to get situated. But if everyone can just go right out of the gates, they win their pistol, and then they're able to make all their conversions like they did and convert those rifle rounds, that's going to be one dangerous team.
And that's why they got 6th place in the Open 9-10 League. They made it through the playoffs. They slaughtered a lot of teams, and finally they met their match. And they took the scalp of Rain Above in the first game of Crossfire. And now in the second game, I mean, they brought it to overtime against Locally Hated. They won 3 of the 4 pistol rounds. That's not a team that you can shake a stick at, right? You don't shake a stick at that team. And that you could say that they lost because they were the worst team, but you can't underestimate them. Had Locally Hated actually underestimated them, I think they would have been done for. even if Overpass would have gone their way, it just looked like they won by hairs on Mirage. And had this gone to Ancient, I think we could have seen another overtime, honestly.
Yeah, because I mean they had all the momentum. They were able to get dominated on Overpass, then go to Mirage and just be unfazed. Unfazed at all. Still converted the first pistol round. So, I mean, you love whenever a team can show that sort of resilience. And I do believe, yeah, if this went to Ancient, it would have been a coin flip. We talked about Mirage being the best map, Overpass being one of the best maps for locally hated. So both teams dominating on maps that they know best. But yeah, it was just locally hated today. A couple of those clutch rounds went their way.
This game had it all. It had an amazing ace at the beginning of the game. You had clutches left, right, and center. You had yourself a close game that went straight to overtime on map number 2. You had yourself the funny number on round number 15 ended. Listen, this game had it all, not just the map of Mirage, but both maps put together. I
Yeah.
don't think you can be mad as a viewer watching that. I'm certainly happy to have casted that. I think you are as well. And with that being said, Momo, if you have any parting words, now's the time, because after this, we're going to go to bed.
Oh, together? No, sorry. We'll
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about that after.
Oh, yeah.
No, all I want to say, thank you so much for having me. You've been amazing to cast with amazing game to watch. We had the funny number. We even had the unfunny number. So,
Oh, yeah.
best of both worlds. You know, the duality of maps that we got to see was a lot of fun tonight. And I mean, that's all from me.
Well, thank you very much for coming along, man. You did great. I think you were awesome. And I hope to work with you more in the future. Thank you to Exploding, who's in the background as our producer, making our jobs as casters so much easy. Oh my goodness. I just wish I had a producer like Exploding every night with me,
Yeah.
but Blakert has him on speed dial. I'm so jealous. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a great night. You guys should go watch the other game being played on Crossfire here. Lotus is playing up against Guangdong Tigers. That's being cast by Floofies and Marky. You guys should go watch that right now. We'll be back with more Crossfire tomorrow. Have a good night.
I try to pray for you.
Oh, I just wanna feel free, and I just wanna be me. Yeah, I just wanna go so crazy. I just wanna be a freak. Yeah, I just wanna rise to the top. Yeah, I just wanna go reach the peak. So I've been really well focused on success. Hey, y'all will see. Yeah, you won't see that I will get it. Cause I'm really focused, man. I make it with the rap and I just follow my path. I just follow my passion. To me, this is what's precious. Yeah, in my soul, man, I can feel it. So every single verse, man, I just gotta go and kill it, man. I gotta be the kid. I could be the guy taking you wild. I could be the villain, but that is okay. Lately, I'm painting my path on my way. Yeah, I got no time that I can waste. So I've been sitting in the space. Yeah, making rest every day, man. You know that I go insane. Yeah, I hit you with a bullet to the brain. Let us stop first, cause we going insane.
You don't know what I'm gonna do. You don't know what is next. And I'm loving the fact, truly it's making me blessed. Cause I work on my team, no snakes in the grass. And we have a touch in the wind because of the work that we did in the past. Because of the work that we did in the past. When we went to hours, you barely got breath. So I get the realm and we didn't finesse. So I got the feelings that we might be next. Cause when we go in, we win in the match. When we go in, we win in the match. So this